Welcome to the Mavens Do It Better podcast. And now, your host, Heather Newman.
In this episode, we speak with Tracy O'Connell, producer of the European SharePoint Conference. So hi everybody, this is Heather Newman, and we are talking here today at Ignite, doing a little bit of Mavening, where we're looking at a great friend and colleague, Tracy O'Connell, who is in charge of the European SharePoint Conference, and I would call her an event maven for sure, a maven in tech. Longtime friend in the SharePoint community, so hello.
Hello, thank you Heather, thank you for the lovely introduction, and great to do this podcast with you, a lady who I think is one of the leaders in SharePoint and has been from the very beginning. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm going to check and make sure we're doing our thing here. Oh yeah, okay, recording, yay, good. Very exciting to come. I'm coming to speak at your event again, so thank you for that.
Exactly, fantastic. Can't wait to have you in Dublin.
Yes, I know. I'm so excited to come back. Studied at Trinity for a semester a long time ago, so I'm excited to come back. So when is the event?
The event is in November, so November this year in about 7 weeks, and it's 13th to 16th of November, and it's in the Convention Centre in Dublin.
Okay.
So we're really excited. We're inviting people from all over Europe, all over the world, and to date we already have confirmed in and around 1,200 people from everywhere all over Europe to the States, Canada, China, Australia even.
Wow.
But predominantly our attendees would be from the Nordics, Germany, UK, and then all over Europe.
Right, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so IT Pro, Dev and Business is, the three tracks we cover at the conference, and everything SharePoint, Office 365 and Azure. So we have 9 parallel tracks at any one time, so you can kind of choose what to go to, and loads of choice. Really strong program, I think, in 2017.
Fantastic. Yeah. That's really great. How many people do you think are going to attend?
I expect somewhere between 15 to 1,700 this year.
Oh wow, okay.
I think
you keep
we're
growing.
Yeah. I'd like to see us grow on our previous numbers in Vienna and Stockholm, and just strengthen the conference.
Right.
It is the biggest one in Europe, and we've been consistently growing, so I think we can expect to see that in 2017 in Dublin.
That's great. Wonderful. How about our keynotes?
Our keynotes are amazing. We have a lineup of 4 really strong keynotes. I can't wait to see them. We open the conference on the Tuesday morning, the 14th of November, with Jeff Teeper.
Wonderful.
So that'll be amazing. We can't wait to see Jeff.
Yeah, I was hanging out with him last night a little bit. But, he's amazing.
He is amazing.
Yep.
So we're really privileged and honoured to have Jeff open the conference for us. Then we have Benjamin Noylan, who I think everyone knows and really respects as well. Also met him this morning. Wonderful guy, and he's really pumped about the keynote. I think he's going to really, do an amazing job.
Yep.
So we will have, for that first morning opening the conference, we will hear from Jeff, the Microsoft story, and then we'll have Benjamin, who will give the Office 365 SharePoint perspective from the community side.
Yeah, absolutely. As an MVP and
exactly.
ShareGate from his company. But
exactly, and I think they'll complement each other perfectly. They're back to back on the first morning of the conference, and then we break out into breakout sessions.
Right.
So 8 to 9 choices any one time. Then we have on the following day, we have Rafael Lukavixia. He's amazing. Yeah, really, really good guy. You might have seen or heard him do presentations on BI before. Really, I think this guy is a genius. He is speaking on machine learning and AI.
Oh wow.
So that's going to be something really special, I think. He's also here at Ignite.
Oh cool.
Doing a few sessions. And then the final keynote is going to be Vesa Juvonen.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so a dev keynote essentially in PMP. Although we haven't announced it yet, that's going to be a scenario where Vesa predominantly does the keynote, but potentially with some friends as well.
Oh, neat.
So that story is
Vesa
still
and
evolving.
friends.
Vesa and friends, yes, exactly. So really excited about that as well. That's the final day. So all in all, I think a really good set of keynotes, and I can't wait to see them.
Yeah, that's terrific. Well, so something near and dear to my heart, the Women in Technology lunch that you've wonderfully had me do for the last couple of years.
Thank you, Heather.
Yeah, no,
You've
absolutely.
been really awesome speaking for the last 2 years.
Yeah, the last 2 years. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for that. And I know that mixing it up a little this year, which is awesome. Are you revealing yet who's speaking there, or is it still?
We can reveal it now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
just confirmed recently, we're going to have Caruana Gatimu, who's the principal engineer of Microsoft Teams.
Yep.
So she's going to be amazing. Yeah, she's going to speak on empowering women in the age of digital transformation.
Great.
So yeah, it's going to be really good, really awesome person.
Yeah.
We may also have some smaller elements of that lunch where we hear from women in tech and girls in tech.
Wonderful.
So some of those great organizations, yeah.
Yeah, that's terrific.
So yeah, we hope you join us as well, Heather.
You betcha I'll be there, of course. Yes, I'll be rah-rah-rahing and getting everybody going. So
Brilliant.
My pleasure. Yes, absolutely. So that's great. So
fantastic.
You're a woman in tech. And how long have you been at this?
I have been working on technology conferences since 2001.
Goodness.
Yeah, so around 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in the SharePoint space, Microsoft space, since about 7 years ago.
Okay.
And prior to that, I was working on software testing events.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so still in technology
Okay.
and, technology events.
Yeah.
But yeah, this community, the Microsoft community, is one that I think really stands out as special. There's a tightness and closeness in the SharePoint community that I haven't experienced in other industries. And yeah, this week, more than ever, I think that's really apparent.
Yeah.
You can see the excitement and the energy when Jeff does his keynote.
Yeah.
Everyone knows each other, respects each other, and helps each other.
Yep.
I think even in the expo you see that there's a competitive edge, but also really friendly camaraderie.
Competition, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really nice, but I do think it's exclusive to this community. I haven't seen it as tight in any other
very strong.
industry.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm curious about. I've been doing some writing and talking and reading all kinds of things about sort of what moves us and moments of awe in our lives. And I'm curious, maybe put you on the spot a little bit, but like, can you think of like a moment that like was the spark for you of like when you decided to kind of get into this, or what made you go, yes, this is what I want to do?
I think for me, the one that stands out is the first SharePoint conference I did in Berlin.
Okay.
Because there what we did, myself and the team, was that we took an idea to something real and a real live event within 12 months. And there was that sense of accomplishment and wonder, when all that community came together in Berlin, a community which, granted, already existed before I was in this industry, but just to facilitate those people meeting on a larger European stage was really special. And since then we've been growing. It gets more special the more we can kind of grow out that event and bring more nuances, more elements to it. But the first one was special, because you could tell it was strong and it was special and it was going places.
Yeah, that's great.
So it was hard work, but certainly a serious sense of accomplishment.
Right.
Yeah, and there is that buzz you get from a live event that I think is difficult to replicate. I love working on events, and there's something about it coming together and the energy from all the people there that is really special. Yeah,
that's great.
I love doing this.
What was your first event that you ever did?
First event.
And was it when you were a kid? Maybe.
Yeah, well, yes. There would have been birthday parties and school events and college events as well.
Yeah.
I was in the kayak club in college, and we would do fundraising events and that kind of thing. So yeah, those were probably the first ones. At that point, I didn't think I would be in events.
What were you going to do?
I was studying commerce.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of wide open.
Right.
And I specialized in marketing.
Okay.
So
that
therefore,
makes sense.
it does make sense. Yeah. And I did begin working in marketing, and then really liked the event side of it. That attending events, organizing smaller ones, and that was the direction I took then.
Yeah.
And although I'm still involved in marketing, someone else oversees that function in our company and does a great job on it. So I I am involved, but not to the scale I am in the event side of things.
I mean, you run the logistics and the content. I mean, you run the whole show, right? And as far as that goes, I have a lot of people to help you, but that's that's great.
A great team though that really helped. They, couldn't do it without the team.
And will you tell everybody where are you from? I know I love your accent, and I know where you're from. But will you tell everybody where you're from?
I am from Ireland, so based in the west coast of Ireland, in Galway. So next stop America, really. Yeah, we're on the west coast. It's a lovely seaside town.
Yeah. I turned 24 in Galway.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
There's a bar there, bar, called, I'm going to say it probably incorrectly, but it's the Nocton.
Oh, Noctons, yes. Yeah, it's still there, going strong.
I turned 24 years old in that bar.
That's a fabulous bar. Yeah, it hasn't changed.
It was so
everything
cute.
inside is quaint
wonderful.
And very old wooden furniture.
Yeah, and Galway's known for that beautiful arts festival.
Yes.
Which I went to. I was ill at the same time.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I got to do all of that, which
and
was
you
quite
would have
lovely.
been doing loads of acting around that time and everything.
Yeah, and that was when I studied at Trinity, actually.
Okay,
so when I was
fantastic.
doing Irish plays and playwrights. So
Amazing.
So,
Oh,
I didn't realize you were from Galway. That's amazing.
Yeah,
so.
I'm from Kerry, which is in my parents and are from Kerry in the south, and that's where I grew up.
Oh, right.
But work and live in Galway now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
I love
wonderful.
it. Yeah. So the conference we're running this year, as it happens, is in Dublin as well. Dublin is East Coast,
right?
So a few miles from Galway. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, wonderful. Yeah. So to some of the other women in tech out there, sort of any piece of advice, inspiring thing you've seen lately, or somebody that you read and follow that you're like, oh yeah, you should check them out, or anything in that edge?
I like Sheryl Sandberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also like the idea, and I've heard you talk on this, Heather, is that what's important is that women help each other, and we're all in this together. And if there's someone that needs help, or you've done it before and you can give someone advice, help them along. I think that's really important. And I think it's important as well for us to feel more so that we're all equal, men and women. We're all doing jobs, and I like to think of it as, I like to try and think of us as all equals, and sort of, yes, that women should help each other, but by the same token we should be helping men should be helping us as well, and like to kind of feel that it's a more even playing field. But certainly in tech and in these events, we can see that there are far, far more men in this industry than women, and for that reason alone, I think we do need to look out for each other and help each other along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lift
Our
each
sisters.
other up. Sisters,
yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, cool. Well, I appreciate you sitting down with me for a minute and doing this.
No problem. I love it. Thank you, Heather.
You're so
Thank
welcome.
you. It's so good to see you.
I know. It's great to see you too. So everybody, thank you so much. And that was Tracy O'Connell from the European SharePoint Conference. And we're going to sign off and have a great day, and do lift each other up. That's what we need to do. So thank you.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you for listening. The original music on this podcast was created by Jesse Case.